Good morning, all of you. I welcome all of you on the History of India module for Chhattisgarh Public Service Commission. This module is all comprehensive for your pre and mains exam preparations for this exam. My name is Rahul Sikarwar. I am a BTech graduate, and for the past few years, I have been associated with various coaching institutes regarding the history optional subject. So let's start the lecture. So today we will discuss socio-religious reform movements, and this is very crucial topic in both the exams, that is in pre and mains exam. And I hope you will give proper attention to this topic and gain from subsequent lectures on this topic. So let's start. So this is a model question which could be based on social reform movements, and we try to study with the help of this question. And in the last, we will try to draft a model answer of this question, which is, according to us, is all comprehensive and best to the mark, and will include all major matter related to the subject. Okay, so let's start. So this topics tell us to comment on Ram Mohan's legacy in the nationalist reform movement. So as we all know that Raja Ram Mohan Roy was one of the most prominent social reformer of the 20th century. He is often known as the father of modern India and father of Indian Renaissance because of his modern outlook and his out of time thinking. So let's have a glimpse of his early life, his educationist policy, his religious ideology, and his works in the field of journalism and other fields, and try to evaluate his life and him as a social and nationalist leader. Okay. So when it comes to his birth, he was born in an aristocratic family in Radhanagar village, which is located in Hooghly district. In Bengal Presidency. At an early age, he got a keen and sharp intellect, and due to that, at about 9 to 10 years of age, he was very much well versed in Arabic and Persia, and later he was sent to Varanasi to learn Sanskrit language. There he was introduced with the Vedanta and Vedic scriptures. And during his formative years, he got to know about the similarities between two prevalent religion of the contemporary time, that is Islam and Hinduism. And by getting influenced by Islam and Vedanta education, in 1804, he wrote a book called Gift to Monotheists in Persia, where he included the common characteristics of monotheism ideology of both the religion, that is Islam and the Vedanta form of religion. So this was his religious ideology. And when it comes to his social reformer credentials, he was a social reformer par excellence. His crusade against sati system is well known. And due to his untiring effort, in 1829, the sati system was abolished. And there is a story behind his crusade against sati. He actually, when he was at very young age, he lost his elder brother, and his own sister-in-law was buried along with the funeral pyre of his brother. So he was very touched personally with the system, and this incident certainly mold his outlook about life and his perspective about life. And so from the very beginning, he was very much pained about the plight of Indian women during the contemporary time. And he certainly raised his voice at regular intervals for this cause. Okay. Uh, Now, when it comes to his uh, as we have already discussed his religious ideology, we have discussed his social reform credentials. Now it's time to discuss its credentials as an educational reformer. Uh, at his time, he was a believer in modern education, which is based on scientific and rationalist outlook. So in 1870, with David Hare, he established Hindu College, which was later renamed as Presidency College, and produced one of the foremost alumni like Amrit Sen and Abhijit Banerjee. Both are Nobel laureate. In 1822, he set up Anglo-Hindu school, and after 4 years, in 1826, he set up the Vedanta College. Okay. So, and when in 1823, we East India Company tried to set up a Sanskrit college in Bengal, he opposed it with tooth and nail, and tried to stop its establishment, and was very much in favor of setting up a scientific institute rather than a traditional institute. Uh, so these are his uh, uh, educational credentials. So in 1828, he set up Brahma Sabha, and earlier in 1815, he set up Atmiya Sabha to propagate his monotheistic and Unitarian religious beliefs. In 1829, he went to England with the request of increasing the allowance and perks of the reigning Mughal Emperor Akbar II. And during that time, Akbar II bestowed the title of Raja to his name, although it was not authorized by the British government of the time. So he was in England on 1829 onwards, and due to high fever, 1833, he was died at England and buried there, which is against the uh, norms of Hindu religion of the time. I mean, Hindu people often cremated rather than buried down. So this was certainly proof his uh, that his credential as man of words. He was not a hypocrite to say something and act differently. So he was a man par excellence. So let's move to the another topic. So by assimilating all the information about Ram Mohan Roy, we have drafted this model answer for you. And we hope that this model answer is all comprehensive and contains all the relevant data and statistics related to the subject. So, and we also hope that you will learn from this model answer and try to frame your answers in this format. So this is a very basic format. Uh, and so first of all, we would try to get the hold of all the sayings about Ram Mohan Roy, that is father of Indian Renaissance, father of modern India, bridge between medieval and modern India. That means he's the man who put India from the medieval times towards the modern times. So Ram Mohan Roy, an eminent linguist. Okay, so he knows more than uh, half a dozen languages. A scholar, social and religious reformer. Certainly, he set up Atma Sabha and Brahma Sabha for that region. Journalist, he wrote various pamphlets about Vedanta, and he established two newspapers, that is Sambad Kaumudi in Bengali and the Miratul Akbar in Persia. He was a nationalist par excellence. He professed and propagated monotheism and Unitarian religions, as we have already discussed that for this region he set up Atma Sabha and Brahma Sabha. And by setting these organizations, he tried to organize all the followers into a single umbrella, and so that they all can practice these kind of beliefs, uh, okay, collectively. So Ram Mohan's crusade against Sati is well known to all of you, and because of his untiring efforts, British government was forced to abolish Sati by legislation. A legislation in this regard was issued in 1929, 1829, and because of his untiring efforts for amelioration of Indian women, he is well known and well revered among the women folks of India. And he's a truly modern man, and a man who certainly puts India from the doom of medieval times. So I hope you all are benefiting from this lecture series. And if you like this kind of lectures, please click on the link below in the description box. And thank you for today.